All right. Hola. Hello again. Gosh, I'm just really feeling inspired these days. So I'm going to make something I haven't made before for y'all. Haven't made it for myself in a long time. And what I'm going to make is a caprese salad. Springtime and the foods are getting a little lighter. So a caprese salad, for those that are not in the know, is basically tomatoes, mozzarella cheese, fresh basil, a little bit of garlic, olive oil, salt, pepper, and balsamic vinegar. But in this case, I'm making a balsamic vinegar glaze. Balsamicer, yeah, balsamicer. A balsamic vinegar reduction. So how do you do that? You do that by starting off like this. So, can you see that boiling there? Starting to, well, it's actually already boiling, but I want to bring it down to a simmer. So I want to show you what I have. Let me put the camera down for a moment. Pardon me as I angle it. So what I have is all organic ingredients, right? Right, you know the rules, all organic, first and foremost when possible. So to make a balsamic vinegar glaze, you have to boil it down at a simmer. So I have this product here. It's an organic balsamic vinegar from Moderna. From Modena, okay. It's from Italy. And then instead of using brown sugar, regular light brown sugar, which is sugar processed, I've got an alternative, a healthy alternative. My camera's kind of, actually, I have it in here. Let me show you here. It's in the bowl already measured out. I'm gonna add it. It is, and then I'm going to whisk it up for a second there so it can start thickening up. But basically what it is it's a lovely organic brown coconut sugar. See, we talk about me, myself, and I, the Holy Trinity. I like to share natural, healthy alternatives, okay? Especially those of us that are more health conscious, and I don't mean diets, I mean literally a healthy lifestyle. So organic brown coconut sugar, it's a nice alternative. It's a nice replacement for brown sugar. So instead of regular brown sugar, I'm using this. So what do I do here? Let me angle the camera now to the best of my ability. I'm just kind of whisking it up, but it's gonna sit there by itself anyway, and it's gonna simmer. It's going to simmer, and as it simmers, it's going to start to thicken up. So basically, I'm just going to ignore it for a little bit. So let me just turn it down to a little lower. And then I'll put this stuff off to the side here. Get it out of my way for now. Okay, so the ingredients, as I mentioned earlier, are tomatoes, garlic, olive oil, salt, pepper, and mozzarella cheese, and then I think I said fresh basil. So anyway, what I need to do is I need to mince some garlic. I already have all my ingredients. My olive oil is a nice organic extra virgin olive oil. Okay, it's a nice brand, and I've already measured it out. And then I also have my baby tomatoes. I'll show those to you when I place them in the bowl. Okay, I've already measured out, that's 1 cup of grape or cherry tomatoes, but they too are organic. See that? All right. Yeah, actually they're mini heirloom tomatoes, and they're different colors. Orange, no, I don't have orange. Yellow, baby ones, red, and then like a red-blue, really pretty heirloom one. So the tomatoes are already measured out. I need to start doing my garlic. I'll do that in a second. And then I have already measured out as well my baby mozzarella cheeses. Let me bring the camera here. Can you see those little, it's kind of light. There, that's better. Those little cheese balls, they're really tiny, little baby mozzarella cheese balls. Instead of slices, you could use sliced mozzarella, the big mound that you buy in the grocery store. But I thought these were cute. Oh, and please forgive me as I forgive many parts of myself. I could not find organic mozzarella cheese, at least at the store I was at. So I settled, I will raise the vibration of the food and transmute it. But I bought this brand. I don't even know how to pronounce it. And I'm part Italian. You think I'd know this stuff. But anyway, they're little teeny tiny fresh mozzarella pearls, aka little mozzarella balls. So there's that. Let me stir this up a second. That starts to reduce a little bit more. See that? It's getting a little thicker. I don't even know if you can see it. Yeah, you can kind of see it. Somewhat. Oh, one day there'll be a professional camera crew. Another one, because there was one for a feature film movie, not for a cooking class, cooking show. But anyway, and then I have organic basil that I got from Sprouts. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to angle the camera, and I'm going to take my little garlic, because this is the only thing that I did not prepare beforehand. I thought I'd save something to do on camera while the balsamic was reducing. So basically what's happening here is not much right now, is just kind of loosening up the dry skin on the outside. The garlic wrap, as I call it. And then I'm going to start breaking off pieces of from the head, some of the cloves. The recipe called for, and you know what, you can just do this by taste. Although I did look at a recipe earlier. But the recipe called for, what was it, a teaspoon of minced garlic. So, I don't know. These are really small cloves, which makes it even more frustrating because they're harder to work with. And if you haven't noticed my tone of voice, this is actually not the most favorite thing for me to do. It's like rather tedious. I'd rather be picking my teeth with a bamboo toothpick. Yeah, maybe not. Not now anyway. But anyway, because it's a pain in the arse, meaning you got all these little, let me angle this camera a little more. You have these little pieces of dry garlic tissue on the outside, and then you gotta break it up. And here's the easiest way to do that. This is my grandmother Celia taught me how to do this. You just take the knife and pound it, and see how it just cracks open the other piece of the skin very easily. So I shouldn't complain too much. So let me pound these really quick, crush them open real quick, and then it doesn't matter if they're crushed too much because, see, look at that. Ooh, I got that really crushed. Because they're going to get minced anyway, either with the knife here, or that one's a small piece, or aka a garlic press, like a formal garlic press, right? I don't know, we'll see how I feel. So, you want to be careful so you don't get your hand kind of cut off on the side of the blade there, as you can see that, my angle of my hand. So anyway, so I start with crushing them all first, and then I just take the end of the knife and where the stem is, and I kind of just peel it off real quickly. So maybe it's not so much of a pain in the ass, it's just that my fingers end up smelling like garlic for a little while. But it's okay, because what the hell? My breath is gonna smell like garlic too. So whether it's my fingers or my breath, some good stuff. I love garlic. It's very, very healthy, a lot of health benefits. So this is kind of easy. These are kind of starting to slide off because I gave them a good smash with the knife. So it kind of partially minces it, and then it really makes it easier to just slip the skin right off. But you don't want the ends in there. See the little teeny tiny ends? It's just because it's kind of old. And who wants to have old food, right? So, and now look, I want to show you something. This garlic is a little older, but it's still going to work. But see that little piece right there? This little teeny tiny. Here, let me hold it against my hand. Right here. That's called the germ, I believe. Look at that. And a lot of chefs, looks, actually, you know what? It looks rather phallic. If you don't know what phallic means, look it up. But anyway, some chefs don't like using it because they say it's bitter. But I'm going to leave it in there because I feel that it has, I would rather have the more medicinal properties of the garlic than ditch a little bit of the bitterness. Not such a big deal. I often cook with it, so it's not a big deal. You don't taste a lot. But if you're really working with a delicate flavor, oops, come over here, you, then you might want to pull it out. And but for me, I'm just going to keep it in there. All right, let's go back to the balsamic vinegar and check it out. Okay, yeah, that's getting a little thicker. Nice, nice, nice. So it's gonna, the longer I cook it, the thicker it's gonna get. So I'm gonna leave it a few more minutes. It's getting pretty nice and thick there. Okay, so what's the first thing I'm gonna do? Actually, let's just clean off the cutting board a little bit here, Patricia. And I'm just gonna frickin' rough chop this, kind of like this. Just a rough chop. Okay, this is my version of mincing without having to use my fancy garlic press. And if I did, you take the garlic clove and you pop it right in here, like, you know, right in there. And then you go like this. And you smush it. And it comes out on this end all minced up. Which is nice. But I tell you what, it's a freaking pain in the ass to clean that thing. So I'd rather just do a rough chop like this. My grandma didn't have any fancy kitchen tools. She just had a sharp knife, maybe a big spoon, wooden spoon no less, and the molcajete, which is a mortar and the stone or the lava stone mortar and pestle, whatever that's called. And she used to make salsa and spices and pastes. But anyway, there's my minced garlic, okay? And that's probably more than a teaspoonful, but that's all right. So what's the first thing? The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to move it out of the way for a second so I can bring the bowl in here. It's going to be very simple. See my favorite mixing bowl here? So I'm going to add the tomatoes, okay? Look at those. This one's a really pretty one. Look at that. It's kind of like blue and red. It's very pretty. Got some veins in it, and then I've got some yellow ones. So these are heirloom tomatoes. So adding the tomatoes, and then going back to my little mozzarella balls. Yeah, you know what? That's good. That's a lot, but it's all right. It's okay. That's a lot of dairy balls. I don't eat a lot of dairy. They look like freaking marshmallows. Hold on a second. I'm gonna rinse this off, and then I'm going to show you this, look at this. See how it's getting thicker? Beautiful, huh? Oh, it looks like ayahuasca. So I've been told. It actually looks like a chocolate syrup, which I think I'm going to make some chocolate sauce tomorrow with either a lavender or hibiscus infusion. So anyway, yeah, I'm going to actually turn this off because it's going to stay hot. And come back here. All right, so the balsamic reduction is done, and that's going to be part of the dressing. So tomatoes, mozzarella. Okay, here goes all that freaking garlic. Lots of garlic. That was probably about a half a tablespoon. Yeah, I'm guessing probably about a half a tablespoon. Let me get this out of the way too. Actually, go back to rinse my hands at the sink because they're so sticky from all the garlic I was peeling. All right, so then next thing, olive oil. That was a 1/4 cup of olive oil. Okay, nice drizzle there. Then I'm going to use my little trusty spatula here to scrape out the rest of it so I don't leave any of that delicious, healthy olive oil wasted in the bowl. And then put that over there. So let's see. Get that out of the way. All right, and then I'm going to put some salt and pepper to taste. Okay, so here. There, you don't need to see too much of what I'm doing, or my body anyway. You can tell with my hands that I'm grinding some beautiful salt in here. And this is just salt and pepper is to taste. I'll taste it after, but I'm kind of guessing right now. And then I'm cracking some organic pepper. This is going to take a little longer because I have a shit crap ass pepper grinder. My daughter's a professionally trained Le Cordon Bleu chef, and she highly recommended that I purchase and invest in a Peugeot pepper grinder. So hell to the yes, I will do that, because this thing is partially kind of worthless. I think I got it like a Bed Bath & Beyond. But anyway, it's not so cool. All right, so there's that. And then here's the last thing I want to do. Oftentimes, here's the basil. And this is probably about, I don't know, let's say it's going to probably be about a half a cup of basil. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to add a little more because I do enjoy that flavor. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take it like this, and I'm going to, it's already cleaned, I'm going to twist it. Watch me twist it like a cigar with my fingers. Roll it all together. Roll it, roll it, roll it, roll it kind of tightly. And then, where's my big old fancy knife? Damn it, I left it over there. I'll get my other one. Okay. And then I'm just going to get my fingers out of the way, and slowly I'm going to rock the knife back and forth and get my fingers out of the way again. And then I'm just going to, this is what you call a chiffonade, right? For all you professional chefs out there. And of course, I'm not a professional chef, so my technique isn't as beautiful as everybody else's out there that's a professional chef. But that's okay. My heart's in the right place. And I'm okay with adding a little bit of the stem, because I really feel, once again, there's a lot of yummy, delicious goodness in the stem. Not adding it all, just a little bit. So here's some chiffonade. See that? They're like, it's like long strands. And just makes it nice and thin. And then I'm going to add that to the top of the bowl. That's probably enough. Okay, and then I'm going to take my hands gently, and then the spatula, and I'm going to gently toss it. Why gently? Because if I don't, then it's going to get all smashed, and you don't want to serve it like that. This is very beautiful. Look at all those colors. Actually, I could actually call this a Christmas salad. You got red and green in there. These and the white looks like chunks of snow, or like marshmallows. But anyway, so this is a traditional Caprese salad, Italian style, with tomatoes, basil, mozzarella, salt, pepper, olive oil, and balsamic vinegar, which I'm going to drizzle on after I plate it. But see how I'm just gently tossing it? All right. And this is probably a tasting portion for 4 people, depending on how big of eaters they are. If you got a big old handsome man sitting at your dinner table, some chunky big old dude that's got a lot of muscle mass and strength. Oh, I don't know where I'm going with this. Anyway, he might be a bigger eater is what I'm really trying to say, kind of, sort of. So anyway, so this will be enough for, 2 people. But I would think this is like a serving for 4. All right, so there's my beautifully tossed salad. So what am I going to do now? I'm going to get this out of the way. I'm not even going to lick it. But I am going to get paper towel, because that was pretty greasy, and I don't want to wipe my greasy fingers on my wet towel. So here, let me show you that. Okay, so see that? That's complete. But back to the Ooh, let me bring this over here. Back to the camera. Back to the beautiful balsamic reduction. I don't know if you can see that. Kind of. Yeah, you can see that. I can kind of see it. That's very beautiful. Nice and thick. So, I'm going to bring the camera back. And then I'm going to plate it. Plate and taste. All right. So, I'm going to plate it with my hands and a spoon. So I'm going to get another paper towel. Hold on one second. Don't go away. I know you're curious. You want to know how this turns out. And you know what the hell? They always turn out good. And if they didn't, would I tell you? Yeah, I would. All right, so here we go. Oh, yeah, so really gentle. Actually, let's do it this way so you can see the angle better. And then I'll just put this off to the side. I want to get some of the yellow there. And these are so beautiful. I mean, look at the colors, the red here, the little yellow ones right here. See those? So when you plate it, you want to just kind of think about colors. Oops, maybe you want to drop one. So maybe like a little mound, kind of. Okay, there we have it. My little caprese salad. Okay, now what's next? Now, the drizzle. We must not forget the drizzle. After I wipe my hands again. So, I'm taking it and I'm still whisking it because I want to continue to blend it. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to just drizzle it like so. Oh yeah, look at that. Come on, y'all. Looks like a chocolate sauce. And then put some around the side. Okay. Ah, there's a little bit left in there. I'll probably eat that after I turn off this camera. So anyway, oh my God, that was so simple. See, now this is why I do this kind of stuff. Sometimes my videos are longer and I apologize. But when you're really putting your heart and soul and you're doing some teaching and showing a little bit of preparing, and you don't have any assistants and people to do all the stuff before you start the video, the videos are a little longer. This one was really fast, but look at this. Look at that beautiful salad under the light. Ah, so there we have it with the balsamic reduction. Okay. So, here it goes. I got to do the taste test again. But before I do the taste test, because it is a dairy product, and I normally do take digestive enzymes, I'm going to pop an enzyme in my mouth to help me digest the dairy. So, give me 1 second. All right. Wow, what a beautiful dish. Part of me wants to get a spoon so I don't leave in the reduction behind. And you know what? I am going to get a frickin' spoon. Please bear with me. Spoon, because this one's too big. I don't like a big spoon. Because I want to scrape the, look at this, the balsamic reduction. It's beautiful. I wish you were here to taste it with me, but trust me, it's going to be good. My heart and soul is into this. And my grandmother Celia taught me, when you cook, she was one of my cooks, my teachers, my first teacher actually, putting your heart and your love into the food, it will taste better. So thank you, Great Spirit, for this beautiful food. It blesses me. And I raise the vibration level of this cheese to meet my body's powerful vibrational needs. All right, here goes. Oh, the balsamic is thick, nice and thick, just like at the fancy restaurants. I'm almost salivating here. There we go. All right. Wow. That's freaking delicious. The balsamic is obviously tart because it's a vinegar, but it was cut with the organic brown coconut sugar. So it's a little sweet, not too much. And then obviously the savoriness of the garlic and the little mozzarella balls here. You can also use burrata cheese, which is another really rich, creamy Italian cheese that I really love. Given the choice, I would have had burrata, but I didn't go to the fancy Italian market down in the OC. So anyway, here's my last bite, then I gotta say goodbye. Clean up time. Enjoy the rest of your evening. If you like these videos, please share them. Maybe somebody's gonna like it and learn something, or maybe you are. But it is my heart's intention to share my passion, my love of cooking, creativity, and health and wellness, healthy and wholesome organic meals. All right, until we meet again.